the state has accused the alleged mastermind in the Tshegofatso Pule murder case, Ntuthuko Shoba, of providing contradictory evidence on his communication between himself and convicted murderer Muzikayise Malephane. Let's bring in our Linda Mnisi, who's been monitoring developments around that case for us. So please expand for us in terms of that meeting that took place between the two. What did we hear from Ntuthuko Shoba, Linda?
Do you remember that on the 4th of June, this is the day that Tshegofatso Pule died, Muzikayise Malephane did reveal that earlier in the day, at least early afternoon, he did receive a visit from Ntuthuko Shoba, who told him that Tshegofatso Pule would be coming to his place later on, and that is when the plan was devised, that he would come and pick her up, and then of course that's when the day in fact that she would be killed. And indeed it did happen that she died on that particular day. But you'll remember Ntuthuko Shoba making his second bail bid on new facts. He did reveal much more detail in the sense that he said he did not have any communication with Muzikayise Malephane on that particular day. Now the question was posed to him, are you saying that you did not have any communication with Muzikayise Malephane, despite the fact that it has been put to the witnesses, to Malephane himself, that on the day that Tshegofatso Pule was murdered, you went to his house, although you say that you went there for illicit cigarettes? Does this not count as communication? Well, he says communication may be viewed in different forms, but the state saying that he qualified that contradiction by saying in the affidavit that he did not have any communication with Malephane, be it over the cell phone or physical. So the state then going on to look at other aspects of this case. You'll remember another big event or big day that was supposed to have happened, or the big day that was discussed here in court, was 6 days prior, when Tshegofatso was meant to be killed. And Ntuthuko Shoba has denied any involvement in that particular case, and there is a disputed number that features in this entire case, and the state drawing the lines and demonstrating how much of a coincidence that it is picked up on the same base locations on various accounts where his main phone is picked up. But let's take a listen to how it was put to him in terms of the cell phone on that particular day.
And I'm emphasizing the time here, 13:52.
Okay.
Now, it's your evidence that you had nothing to do with our Monday meeting, correct?
Correct.
Now, I invite you now to have a look at your registered phone.
Yes.
At 13:53, a minute, not an hour, a minute after he made that call to the disputed phone. At 13:53, can you see that?
Yes.
You confirm that is Mr. Malephane's phone, trying to get a hold of you, on your phone now.
I don't know his number by heart. Can you mention? I see three parties: other party, third party.
Sir, that I'm looking at other party. That is your number, correct? That the 218 number is your number.
Oh, okay. No, I saw a lot of digits before that. Okay, yes.
Now, kindly explain to me, sir, if you had nothing to do with our Monday meeting, why would he find the need to call you after he was a minute ago unsuccessful in phoning the disputed phone? Why would he want to call you?
I have no idea.
So of course that is Ntuthuko Shoba's responses. That is Ntuthuko Shoba's responses based on, of course, the cell phone evidence that has been put to him. In fact, just before we adjourned for break, Ntuthuko Shoba confirming that in fact there are records that show that he used his landline to contact both the disputed phone and his phone number on a particular day. So the state, they're trying to establish that in fact he knows this particular phone. But of course you'll remember another issue that is at the heart of this case is the money that is claimed to have been what they would have been, you know, the money that would have been given to Muzikayise Malephane, saying that Muzikayise in fact told the court that that money would have come from the policies that paid out during the death of Rosetta's mother's, you know, funeral. So he then tackles that issue, the state's tackling that issue, and let's take a listen to what they had to say.
So evidence in chief that the mother has passed on in the same year that Ms. Pule was killed. And I presume that Ms. Rosetta was in a position to inherit some of the, or benefit from some of the assets which was left behind by her mother. Isn't it, sir?
That's incorrect. Her mother was unemployed from the time I'd met Rosetta. I think she was unemployed from the 90s as far as I know. And the sister and Rosetta were taking care of her financially. So she didn't have any form of financial, they wouldn't have had any form of financial gain after her passing.
Okay. So she also had no life policies?
She didn't have any life policies.
Okay.
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much for that update. That matter continues, and Linda will continue to bring us developments. Thank you.